In addition to price, condition, and location of a property, when we as agents put homes on the market, there is one other major strategy that we use that we don't often explain. And that strategy is called the absorption rate. Again, we don't often explain it because we kind of do it behind the scenes. But today I'm going to break it down. I'm going to use an actual example of a neighborhood from a listing appointment I went to yesterday. And I'm going to explain what this means for a seller as well as a buyer in today's market. Hi everyone, my name is Sabrina Piccini and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be focusing on the absorption rate of a particular neighborhood in Altamont Springs, Florida. I went on a listing appointment yesterday and this is the perfect neighborhood to explain an absorption rate, really define what it means and how a buyer or a seller can use it to their advantage in today's market. If you've ever wondered how an agent can tell whether it's a hot neighborhood, more balanced, or slowing down, this is a video that you don't want to miss. What even is an absorption rate? Think of it like a grocery store shelf. Imagine the shelf is in your neighborhood. The products on the shelf are the homes for sale. The shoppers are the buyers. The absorption rate just tells you how fast are the shoppers clearing that shelf. If there are 3 items on the shelf and 4 shoppers bought something in the last 30 days, that shelf is getting wiped out. That's San Sebastian Heights right now. Right now, in that neighborhood, 3 homes are for sale, 4 homes have sold in the past 30 days, and 1 home is already pending. When you divide the 4 sold by the 3 actives, that's 133%. So, what does that actually mean? It means more homes are selling that are even available. Buyers are competing for a shelf that can't keep up with demand. At this pace, every single home currently for sale will be gone in less than 1 month. That's called 0.75 months of inventory, basically 3 weeks. So, what does that matter for you as a seller? Look at the market temperature guide on the graphic. A healthy seller's market starts at just 20% absorption. San Sebastian is at 133%. That's just not a seller's market, that's an extremely hot seller's market. So, what does that mean? That means that buyers have limited options. You, as a seller, have more negotiating power, and your home, priced right, will move very fast. The strongest sellers today aren't giving money away, they're making strategic decisions, and knowing what your absorption rate is step one. Now, let me show you what a different absorption rate looks like and why it matters to know the difference between neighborhoods. Let's talk about Riviera Bella and DeBerry. Same concept, different story. In Riviera Bella right now, 15 homes are actively for sale. 3 homes have sold in the past 30 days, and there are no pending. So 3 sold homes divided by 15 active homes is about a 20% absorption rate. That gives us about 5 months of inventory. So what does the 20% mean? 20% sits right on the border of a balanced market and slight seller's market. The shelf isn't completely empty. There's actually plenty to choose from, and which means buyers have options, which means sellers have competition. So what does this mean for sellers here? This does not mean it's a bad time to sell in Riviera Bella, not at all, but it does mean that pricing right is everything. Any overpriced homes will sit. Presentation matters. Buyers have choices, so your home has to stand out. And the right strategy wins. It's not luck. And for buyers, Riviera Bella actually gives you a little bit more breathing room, more homes to see, more time to compare, and more room to negotiate. So here's the takeaway. Understanding the absorption rate is really a snapshot of supply and demand, neighborhood to neighborhood. And you can see that on the numbers with the 2 different neighborhoods. They are both in Central Florida, but both neighborhoods are telling 2 different stories. That's why when people ask me, is now a good time to put my home on the market? Or as a buyer, is now a good time to buy? The answer is not whether it's good or bad. It's really trying to figure out where you want to go and what you're trying to do. If you want to figure out the absorption rate of your neighborhood and how that impacts your value, please reach out because I want to help you create as much leverage as you can in today's market. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video very helpful, and I will be back again next week with a brand new topic. Take care.